saying if the building or bomb went off, we don't know, but there's lots of smoke, and we just wanted you to know that I love you always.
Hello? Wake up. Hello?
I'm on a flight from Newark to San Francisco. It's been hijacked. There are 3 guys who've taken over the plane, and they say they have a bomb. And I want to tell you that I love you.
My husband called, told me that he was on the airplane, he was in the air, there were hijackers on board, and he told me they were getting ready to do something.
Jeremy had called from the plane. There was a sound of yelling and screaming, much as if you were on an amusement park ride. The last sound that Richard heard was the phone falling off the seat.
I'm okay. The building's on fire. We're trying to get out. I love you. I'll see you later.
Where were you when the world stopped turning?
Instead of making a left
That September day,
to go to the elevators, I made a right.
out in the yard,
And I went to
your wife and children,
an optometrist
working on some stage in L.A.
because I needed new glasses.
Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that
And when I
black
got out to
smoke
the street,
rising against that blue
I knew
sky?
something terrible had happened.
Did you shout out in anger and fear for
I'm
your neighbor?
completely
Did you just sit down and cry?
sorry that I witnessed any of this.
I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran.
But now we have a choice.
But I know Jesus and I've talked
Whether
about
to implode
I remember this from when I was
and disintegrate emotionally and spiritually
faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us.
as a people and a nation,
The greatest is love.
or whether we choose to become stronger.
The greatest is love.
Keep our country strong
The greatest is love.
for the sake of the good and righteousness,
Where were you when the world stopped turning?
and protect us, our Lord,
That September day.
from all evil.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Tonight, I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened, for the children whose worlds have been shattered.
It's estimated that 10,000 children lost a parent that day, a father or a mother who went to work and never came home. The children of September heard the sound of their parent leaving that morning, not knowing that the door was closing on dreams and hopes and all the days to follow.
Last night I had a crazy dream.
On September 11th, I would tell him not to go to work.
Wish was granted just for me.
I just wish I could
Be for any.
take a time travel and go back in time.
I didn't ask for money
I would also tell him
or a mansion in Malibu.
that I loved him.
He would kiss us goodbye
One more day.
to let you know that if anything ever happened to me at work,
One more day.
that you would always know that I loved you.
One more time.
I'm just grateful that I got as much time as I did.
One more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied.
Tons of things that I had to learn from him.
But then again,
I think that
I know what it
these people just took my dad away from us.
he wishes still.
I don't know
One more day.
why. Like, if they met him, I know that they'd change their mind. They just went, and there were these loving people, and they just had to take them away. So that's what I feel of it.
It was like I just wanted to see his face one last time.
I think that people have realized what a special place this is, about how lucky they are to be here.
Let me be your hero.
But it's not something that you just get for free. It's something that, you have to fight for, literally.
Would you dance?
When I took the call over, there was a soft-spoken, calm gentleman on the other end.
Would you run?
At that point, I asked him his name.
And never look back.
He told me Todd Beamer.
Would you cry?
He was from Cranberry, New Jersey.
If you saw me cry.
I didn't want him to feel like it was just totally hopeless.
Would you save my soul tonight?
He knew he was going to die. I didn't want him to have that feeling.
I can be your hero, baby.
And then he said, Lisa, would you recite the Lord's Prayer with me?
I can kiss away the pain.
And I knew that he knew at that time that
I will stand by you forever.
It wasn't much left for him to do. Because when he told the guys, are you ready? I assumed that they were waiting on his cue. Then they responded to him, and he said, let's roll.
I can be your hero, baby.
They're all heroes in my eyes. They really are.
Would you please help me welcome his wife, Lisa Beamer, here tonight?
She called me that Saturday morning. I told her, I said, you have 2 boys, David and Andrew? She said, yes. Yes, I do. I said, you're expecting your 3rd child? She said, yes. He told you all of that. I said, yes, he did. And he wanted me to let you know that he loved you and his family very much. And I gave her a message and kept my promise.
343 New York City firemen died under the rubble of the World Trade Center. But a New York City Fire Department tradition is living on, stronger than ever, and more significant than anyone could have imagined. For 40 years, a small band of brothers, full-time firefighters, and part-time musicians have performed at the department occasions.
We played at many other funerals over the years, but this has been just, it's like almost every day.
And you go from one to the next, and it's the same. You never get used to it.
I played more in 6 weeks, buried more guys in 6 weeks than I've done in 23 years as a firefighter. I love this job so much. It's something that we have to do and we want to do because of the great loss and the brotherhood in the job.
Reminds me of that movie, Groundhog's Day, when every day just doesn't stop.
A lot of people, they lose a family member or they lose a friend. Maybe it might have been a young person, an old person, grandfather, or something like that. It's usually one person, one at a time, you know. Everybody here knows 20, 30 people. When do you ever in your life lose that many people in one day that you know?
I heard the gentleman come on the radio, the truck driver, about hanging our flags and showing our support. Just after that, I live outside of Heroism up Rose Canyon. At the top of the mountain of which I live, there is a man who's been up there at the very top of that mountain with a huge flag, just waving his flag.
Well, if you ask me where I come from,
I applaud him for his support of America.
Here's what I tell everyone.
Well, my 6-year-old daughter and I were in tears all day.
Born by God's dear grace.
And we wanted to do something.
In an extraordinary place.
So we took our American flags out
with the stars and stripes
and hung those on our 4 pillars.
And the eagle flies.
I stopped and bought some flags and I put them on my truck.
It's a big old land with countless dreams.
I'm asking everybody that's got a flag to get it out.
Happiness ain't out of reach.
Well, this morning when I woke up at 4 o'clock,
hard work pays off the way it should.
Not a single house was missing a flag.
Yeah, I've seen enough to know that we've got it good.
How awesome America can come together.
With the stars and stripes.
They took all these flags and they have lined the whole entrance to our subdivision.
I have a 2nd grader, so she's 7 years old. And during the day, she had made a flag out of paper. And as I was reading to her last night, she pinned it on my chest and said, Dad, I want you to wear this to work tomorrow. And when your co-workers ask you what that flag is for, I want you to tell them that it's in memory
of those little kids who don't have a parent now that can't read to them at night.